Good evening. We are live from one of the world's most beautiful arenas. This is Falcorvette. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. First up, Jake Paul, 185 centimeters tall with a reach of 193 centimeters. And the man he'll be facing, it's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr., 177 pounds, 5 foot 11 inches tall with a reach of 74.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Jake Paul, fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio, currently residing in Dorado, Puerto Rico. Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes.
It'll be ding-ding from first after off.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Dorado, Puerto Rico, a social media superstar and rising contender known as El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
And of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning.
Right. You've got the fresh air, you've got the breeze, and you've got the fans baying for your blood, wanting to see you win or lose.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. The time has finally arrived. These 2 men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. No rest for the weary. So much firepower here. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That counter shot lands. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? They exchange punches. That counter punch caught him clean. And he scores with the counter. A perfect counter shot. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright, sunny skies.
If you are on the losing side of this fight and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. The corner needs to think about stepping in here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think...
Here's the bell for round 2. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. That was the moment.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And he's been cut. The referee's going to take a look. This fight will continue. Those counter punches have to hurt. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. These punches coming from every angle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Jake Paul in that last round. That cut is going to cause some serious problems.
I hope you've got a good cut.
Let's get it started in round 3. They just gave us a great round. Let's see if they can do it again.
Good work the last round. Be smart. Don't get too braggadocious. You'll get turned over and walk into a shot. And that's the last thing you want.
Beautiful counter punch. There's a counter shot. The defense failed them. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Nice counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Swing and a miss. Hold it right there. They're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Real good back in. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
A shot from the gods. Took him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eye.
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it as they were...
Don't worry about that round.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Punch, counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Catch and shoot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Beautiful counter shot. Defense failed them. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. That cut is going to cause some problems. They might want to call a doctor over.
My concern is the corner. Are they going to be too brave for their fighter?
Great. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. You got everything in the bag, and now you've let him back into it. Good one. Don't forget the jab. And don't get carried away. Get ready to defense, get back out there, and win the round.
On to the fifth we go. He just gave us one hell of a round. Let's see if they'll do it again.
What a round. What had they got left? How can you get better than that? That is ridiculous. That's stuff you see on video games.
Good counter punch. That right hook won't score. And Jake Paul couldn't handle any more of it. And it's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works. Gotta get trigger happy.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. And now going for the finish. Looks like trouble was averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle.
And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it in one more time.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your ball.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. A lot of work needs to be done in this corner.
He's got to be confident.
There's the bell for round 6. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I need to see that again.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
You're better than that. Get your mind back on this. Do your business. What are you doing? You've done all that work all the way through camp, and now you're gonna go back out there and lose the match? You gotta get out there, switch on, and get your back.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first, Jake Paul, the problem child, 6'1" tall with a reach of 76 inches. Up against them, Jake Paul, 185 centimeters tall with a reach of 193 centimeters.
Todd, this is...
Jake Paul, fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio, currently residing in Dorado, Puerto Rico. Jake Paul, fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio, currently residing in Dorado, Puerto Rico.
They have waited for this fight for so long, John. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Dorado, Puerto Rico, a social media superstar and rising contender known as El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Dorado, Puerto Rico, a social media superstar and rising contender known as El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Well done with that counter shot. Catch and shoot. Right uppercut just off target. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whisper in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. At some point, the corner, and Jake Paul goes down. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's putting down walls. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get... Hold that thought! And we may see a stoppage here. Till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
And there's the bell for round 2. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head through.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Looking to land the hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. There's a counter shot. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
So then look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner somehow.
This fighter has been down twice. They've got to up their game here, or this fight is going to be over.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Get your mind back on the job. Get that counter.
The bell rings and we start the third. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Punch lands. What's the referee thinking right now? No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
At some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. And down goes Jake Paul. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument.